Hello, my name is Jean. I was your typical dude, an accountant, a worship leader in my church. I love singing and praising God. Today is an important day. Today, there's an anniversary. Now you may be asking, what is that anniversary celebrating? Hey,
show your hand!
That anniversary is celebrating my death.
This time, jurors in the murder trial of a white former Dallas police officer who shot and killed her black neighbor.
Stuff like this happens all the time. Whether motivated by racism or whether it's an accident,
Not this way.
it's inexcusable.
Happens every day in this country.
So what do we do about it? How do we heal? To answer this question, I sought out the opinion of those who are much more wise than I am. Here's what they had to say.
Racism is real. Racism is a bias that people take on within themselves, which is culturally driven.
Trying to define it's hard, but racism, judging someone on, looking down on someone, feeling that they're inferior because of physical characteristics like skin color, it's a real thing that happens. And the feelings people have are real. But the actual concept of racism, it's not based on anything as far as fact. There's no facts, there's no truth, there's no science behind it at all. This is one of the biggest lies that's ever happened, that someone, because of physical characteristics, is somehow inferior. And racism is real, but what it's based on is not.
If racism then isn't based on anything, but it is real, then where does it come from?
Racism is not something that is inherent amongst human beings.
Basically, it's a 400-year-old lie.
If all racism is just a lie, then who's responsible for this lie?
I guess anybody that has superior feelings about other people are, first of all, they are responsible. The responsibility goes on parents and communities and neighborhoods and gossip and slander and dirty stories. And so I do think we're morally responsible as individuals, but there's a lot of blame to go around. And some of that blame goes to moms and dads who learned it from their moms and dads, who learned it from their moms and dads. So it's a generational thing. Like I said, it's a 400-year-old lie.
It's generational evil. We did not create it. It was created a long time ago. But we do keep it alive. Understanding that this is generational does not make it okay, does not justify it, but at least offers an explanation. But it does not fix these long-term effects.
Self-value and worth is something that is eroded due to racism. When you think about what it means to walk in a room and to know that right away you might not be to the level of everyone else in the room without there being any basis, no basis whatsoever, but it's accepted and it's acceptable thinking by everyone in the room, including yourself. That is the power of racism. The moment that you can begin to think that I am less than someone else because of the experiences that I've had, the experiences that I've seen, and I have no hope, that's where racism has won, and racism has really taken hold and taken root and has been successful.
We collectively have failed. We have failed to fight against this evil. We have allowed it to be victorious over us. It has been successful and has won. But we don't have to continue to let it be successful over us.
You just cannot allow hate to win in this battle.
Don't ever assume it's not real just because you don't go through it.
So I would just say listen, learn, and nothing's going to happen unless you are intentional.
I think we need to respond as hard as it is with love and empathy, looking at the person as a human being instead of as this some terrible hater, and try to figure out, okay, what's their story? How were they raised?
More people need to talk.
Personally getting to know the people in your lives who have experienced racism and engaging in those conversations from a space of I am here to listen and learn, not from a space of I am here to be the teacher and do all of the talking.
Just awareness of history and to just learn to empathize, or at least try to empathize. Validating and bringing about awareness to it is huge, and just acknowledging that racism is still a thing.